Like love, it's a different kind of pain. Same porch, same love, but it'll never be the same. We was hood, rich, broke, heart still playing the game. On the block with loyalty and her feel the same.
The hardest part of being a mother is knowing when you can't carry it all anymore. Angela Harris had always been the strong one, the provider, the protector. But lately, the silence had gotten louder. She sat on the couch, eyes swollen from a sleepless night, whispering a truth she never thought she'd have to say aloud. Not to her daughter.
I just need some time, Nia. Grandma's house, it'll be good for you. For both of us.
The words scraped her throat like sandpaper. Not because they were a lie, but because they meant she was finally being honest. After losing her job, the cracks in Angela's spirit spread like vines. Depression doesn't knock. It leaks in, through the bills, the memories, the whispers that sound like your own voice telling you you're failing.
I check myself in, baby. It's a place that helps people like me. I didn't want to, but I've been feeling like I'm not safe in my own mind lately.
She meant every word. But what Angela didn't know was that the house she was sending Nia to, the one she once escaped from, remembered everything. And Mercy was still waiting in room 208.
Sometimes, life breaks before you even understand how it was built. That's what happened to my mom. And now I'm here. My name is Nia, and my life changed the day I stepped foot inside Grandma Eloise's house.
At just 16, Nia Harris was dropped into a world built on silence. After her mother's sudden breakdown, she was sent to live with a grandmother she barely knew, in a house that hadn't laughed in decades. The home, once beautiful, now stood with chipped paint and wilting roses, a tired monument to something long gone.
You'll sleep upstairs. No roaming the house at night. And stay away from the end of the hall.
Nia walked slowly past dusty family photos. There was something about this house. It didn't feel like a home. It felt like it was hiding something. The air was thick, like the walls had stories they weren't allowed to tell. She didn't ask questions. She just nodded. But even in her silence, she felt the weight of that warning. The room was dated, quiet but clean. She sits on the edge of the bed, staring at the cracked mirror across from her. Everything in that house felt frozen in time, trapped between memory and grief. A picture frame on the wall faced slightly backward, almost like it didn't want to be seen. Night falls. The house is dead silent. Nia tosses and turns in bed. The silence wasn't peaceful. It was eerie, broken only by the groans of wood and the wind pressing against the window, soft creaking. That door, locked tight hours before, was now open, and something inside was waiting.
And then I saw it. The door. The one I was told never to touch was open.
In this house, not everything stays buried, and some doors were never meant to open. Nia steps into the hallway, soft floorboards creaking under her feet. Curiosity crept faster than fear. Room 208 hadn't just opened, it had invited her. She inches toward the glowing door, but just as her hand reaches the knob, slam! The door shut, fast, loud, and without a soul in sight. The next morning, Grandma's in the kitchen, stone-faced.
Don't go playing where you don't belong.
Nia sits silently, eyes never leaving her grandmother. She didn't ask how Grandma knew. She didn't need to. Later, Nia wanders into the attic. Dusty air. Forgotten memories. The attic was a time capsule. One box caught her eye, labeled Angela's Things. She opens it, pulling out a leather-bound journal. It wasn't just a journal. It was a confession. A cry for help written by a girl Nia never knew, or so she thought. The words danced with pain. Descriptions of hearing voices, being locked in room 208, being forgotten. She reads aloud softly.
Sometimes I hear her breathing next to me, but when I turn, I'm alone.
Sudden flash of two girls laughing in a mirror. One disappears from the reflection. But the entries were signed. Angela Harris, her mother. Nia learns her mother once lived in this house and was locked inside room 208. In this episode, the truth starts to fracture. Nia's dreams bleed into waking life. Whispers echo from room 208, and the journal's writings begin to mirror her own thoughts. Grandma grows colder, and something is clawing to get out. Nia sits on the porch watching fog roll in. Her eyes are empty, the mug in her hand steaming in silence. Sleep didn't come easy anymore, and when it did, it came with things she didn't ask for. Inside, Grandma carefully locks room 208. Her hands tremble slightly as she turns the key. Grandma Eloise had lived with this house for over 40 years, and room 208 had stayed shut for 39 of them.
Stay quiet. Stay gone.
Nia under her blanket at night, reading the journal with a flashlight. The drawings look more disturbing now. Chaotic scribbles, black figures, and one line repeated over and over.
She waits in the mirror. She waits in the mirror. She waits in the mirror.
Each word in the journal felt less like a memory and more like a warning. Suddenly, the flashlight flickers. A cold breeze moves her blanket. Nia inside room 208. A nightmare. The walls are covered in writing. Her mother's voice echoes softly.
Nia, don't let her out.
Nia turns. A young girl in a white dress stands behind her. Her face is hidden by her hair. The room begins to shake. The mirror cracks. Nia waking up in bed, soaked in sweat. She clutches her chest. It wasn't a dream. It couldn't be. Because when she looked toward her nightstand, the journal was still open, on a page she hadn't reached yet. The new journal entry reads, "She knows your name now." Nia is no longer reading the journal. The journal is writing to her.
I got a scar, but my soul never told. We was trying to flex, now we flexing with stress. I guess love don't look like success. Block love, it's a different kind of
By the
pain.
block,
Boy,
for the
say
block.
love, but it'll
You
never
know who
be
made
the same.
this.
We was hood, rich, broke, car still playing the game on the block.